Look at the camera, Ace. Look at the camera.
Meet Osa. He's a 13-year-old Finnish Lapphund who is off on the adventure of a lifetime with his faithful companion Mark.
We're going to be spending 2 weeks travelling up to Turku and then across to Helsinki, where we're going to sort of like retrace his family tree.
Osa has already met his sister, and Mark is hoping to meet the breeders who introduced his grandparents and made dog breeding history.
His grandmother was flown over to Finland to be mated with the champion Finnish Lapphund called Nori. So Tuukka, his old man, was the product of that litter, and so there's a bit of history. There's a bit of history on his side.
They were the first litter to be born under the Pet Passport scheme, which allows pets to travel between countries without having to spend months in quarantine. Osa and Mark's journey is being documented by 3 young filmmakers who are making a documentary about the road trip.
We're all part of Capture That. It's something that I set up whilst I was at school, and then it was Mark seeing what we've done, and he said, "Oh, like I've got this great idea, you know, for a documentary."
It's a great opportunity to kind of work abroad on something they're all somewhat interested in, and you know, we're going to be travelling across loads of countries. I think it's going to be a struggle, but I think when we look back on it, it's going to be really worth it.
I think it's going to be really hard to do, but yeah, it's going to be really funny. And then there's sort of an emotional undertone that's like just about a guy who like loves his dog enough to go on this epic sort of adventure.
The group set off last Friday and are now in Finland on their way to Turku for the Finnish Lapphund Spring Festival, where Osa will take part in an obedience class. The dog show circuit in Finland better be ready for Osa, as he's already had plenty of practice at Crufts, where he was in a class of his own. Even though he wasn't competing for real, he still won a few hearts, like that of Judge Sue Dunger.
Now that's a dog with lots of style.
Hopefully Osa will do a bit better on his home turf in Finland. This is Claire Freeman, reporting from Gillingham for KMTV.